Okay, so what I'm going to try and go live on the phone, and then I'm going to try and switch over to the computer again, because instead of going on the virtual machine, if that'll work, I don't know. But anyway, get this off here. Oh, damn it, I can't get it off now. I was balancing up my wheel. I got it pretty true actually. Let me try and get this off there a minute. I'll stick my phone on there while I get it. Hang on. How do I I want to put my phone on something so I can grab this, because I can't get it with one hand. Let me just put my solder there a minute. I don't want my phone to fall on the floor. Oops. Well, that doesn't work. Just a minute. Let me try and get it. I'll just try and finagle it a bit. Come off, you bugger. Just a minute. If I've been chewing it up, you see. Let me just put the phone down a minute. Just a minute. This isn't working. Hang on. Right. Because I wanted to show you. I put the cap on, but I haven't got the. I stuck the cap on, the lid, with just epoxy glue, because I can easily get the cap off with a knife, with a sharp blade. I can easily get that off. But there's my adjustments. I've got my adjustments for the balancing, so I can balance it out. So all I use with that is I use this plastic tool, and then I can adjust the eccentric balls inside by turning this screw, or any of the screws. It's a bit tight at the moment because it's drying and shrinking. I'll try and find one that's a bit looser, because I need to hold both parts really. See if I can turn this. Oh, damn it. Trying to get this on camera as well. Just a minute. I think what's happened is my glue is leaked through a bit, but it'll turn. Just have to get enough leverage on it. Or I can stick some alcohol on it. Yeah, what's happened is a bit of alcohol on there. This is just alcohol. It won't melt the ABS, but it'll soften the glue on the top, because it's stuck. I expected that would happen, but it's not permanently stuck. Don't trust me. I mean, I know for a fact it's not. Let's see if I can use my steel ruler to turn that. Oh shit! I'm chewing it up. I'm chewing up the plastic. Don't do that. Let the alcohol soak in a minute. Just a minute. Let me see if I can put the phone. I glued this yesterday, so it's had all night to dry on me. I'll stick my phone there a minute. Camera on there a minute. See if I can prop this up with something like my pliers. My pliers aren't tall enough. This drill box, is that big enough? My drills have all fallen on the floor now. I'm not having a good day. Just a minute. I've knocked all my drills out. It's one of them days where nothing seems to work right, I think. I was only trying to put the flipping drill box there to hold this phone propped up. Oops, that's not going to work. I used my acetone bottle. That should work. If I stick my acetone bottle like that, maybe, without dropping that on the floor. Okay, I think I've got it. Right, I don't want to chew this up because a bit more alcohol on. I'm just going to soften that glue because it's I'm just hoping I haven't got it too stuck. Ah, Jesus. Yeah, sometimes things don't work as you expect them to work, but it shrunk a bit, you see. It's got tight as well. Because it's tight, as it's dried, it's pulled in and tightened up on itself, so. Can't get it. Right. So my adjustments are kind of... Ah, that one's moved. Okay, so the adjustment on this one is moving now. There we go. So I can adjust my balance. I want them to be tight though. I don't want them to be moving involuntarily when it's spinning. I don't want them moving, obviously. It just takes a while for this alcohol to penetrate. So it won't damage the ABS because it's alcohol, it's not acetone. So it's... oh, come on. I want to be able to adjust them, obviously. Can't get that one at all. So let me just grab something else. Hang on a minute. Let me grab my hook with a... That should be able to turn it. Oh, damn it, that won't turn it either. I need something with a bit bigger footprint. I've got another hook with a longer thing on it. I need to soak a bit more alcohol in there. Just to make it loosen enough for me to turn the adjustments. This one's full footprint, but how much leverage do I have with the handle? That is the question. There we go, it's adjusting. Look, it's moving. Okay, so I've got that freed, which is what I want. I want it to be tight though. Now this one's moving as well, I think. Yeah, so I've got my adjustment on that one as well. Just it took a while for that alcohol to soak in. A bit more alcohol on this one. This is the one that nearly got chewed up. Worst case scenario, I can always print another one of these things and take it out, but I don't want to do that. Ah, that one's going now as well, look. My adjustments work! Yay! So my adjustments work. Now that's freed up, it shouldn't get stuck again, but it's because I bonded this cap on yesterday, and some of that glue must have got onto the adjustment screw and stuck it. And so what I did was, the spacer that goes in the bottom there, in the very bottom, I got the ball that was attached to the top adjustment screw, which is the extent which moves that ball, so as it turns it moves further out or further in to balance it. So I got I super glued the ball to the top adjustment screw, right? Let me just go on the live stream because I want to make sure I'm live okay. Just a minute, because I want to... Alright, so I'm just going to put that up, make sure I'm muted as well, otherwise I get feedback. Right, so that's working. I want to see that, make sure I'm pointing this right as well. So, where's my knife gone? Just want to trim this edge because I went and chewed it up a bit. But I don't know if you can see this, but there's some little arrows. Right there's a little arrow. I put 3D text on next to this slot at this end so I can see which end's which, so that I know that this end, the ball is closest to the centre. You can't really see it very well. I'll turn it around, that one should be a bit more visible. There's a little arrow right That one's not so visible. It's right there. What, my knife stuck in there. And there's also another one there. And these little arrows help me to see when I've got which end of the ball's at. Right. So what I'm going to do is I've got some improvements to make on the frame that holds everything. You know, the top and the bottom stators that hold this thing in place. I want to add a rib to the arms to just stiffen them up a bit. I have not printed them yet. I was thinking about it and I thought, well, they're going to be a little bit flexy probably, so I need to think about stiffening them out a bit so they're a little bit less flexible, because I'm just guessing that they'll be flexible because they're only about 2.5mm thick, so they are going to bend a bit. So I also have some tiny holes in the back of here so that I can push out. If I take this lid off, I can push the ball assemblies out completely. It's just tiny holes, and also if I want to inject plastic in there to permanently fix them in place, I can also do that. But I decided not to fix them permanently in place because, as I say, they haven't got the screening material in there. The screening material is not in there. So if I need to add that later point, I'd have to stick a knife between the lid all the way around, which is easy to do because it's only that mild glue and it dissolves with alcohol. As you saw, I loosened these up with alcohol. So I could just use some alcohol to dissolve that glue which sticks this lid on, and take that off to get access to put the screening material in, which is optional for later on. I want to test it with just the balls for now, but what I'm going to try and do now is switch over to the computer because I've got some SketchUp. I've got some more SketchUp modelling to do, and I'm hoping that I can do this without having to go on the virtual machine. I'm hoping I can just switch over to computer. We tried it last time, it didn't work, but so I'm going to leave my I'm going to just copy that link a minute. I'm going to close the browser because I want my memory back. Can't really see, but I'm going to bring up the I'm going to bring up the SketchUp first of all. Sorry, my hand's a bit twitchy. We'll get this model up first. Let's load that. Okay, right, I just need to get my Minicam working. I need my microphone bringing over here because when I switch over, I'm hoping this will work, otherwise I'll end up with two streams instead of one. So I've got Minicam up, and I want to capture area of application, which is that. Right, so that's working. I'm hoping that I can switch over. So I need to get my when I stop the stream on here, I'm going to leave it open so it's not closed, so I can switch across. Hopefully it's going to work. Now let's bring up Adobe Flash Media Live Encoder and get that running. Just a minute, it's probably going to crash on my ears. It often does when I first start. So what I have to do is stop the stream on the phone, leave it open, then immediately switch to that. So I don't know if I should start that first though. Actually, I'm going to try starting it now because it sometimes crashes on me. Let's just start that. Well, it's ten 24 576 10 24 576 576. Oh, it's been such a pain. YouTube. 4 576 Is it freaking working now? I don't know. It stopped again. YouTube, you really need to get your act together, because this is stopped again. Let me see. 1024. This is the resolution it wants me to put in. You really need to get your act together, because this is stopped again. Let me see. 1024. This is the resolution it wants me to put in. You really need to get your act together, because this is stopped again. This is crazy. Right, I think we're working finally after all this fighting about for like 45 minutes. This is crazy. Right, I think we're working finally after all this fighting about for like 45 minutes. Right, okay. I better mute myself because I think it's working now. Oh no, I don't believe this. I really don't. It's crazy. So all I want to do is do my 3D model. I wanted to transition from one stream to the other stream, and it became a real pig. It said, oh no, you can't stream. You were streaming in 1024 by 576 before, so you can't restream it from your computer in a different resolution. That's what it says. Instead of adjusting for the size difference, it basically swore at me and said, you can't do that. Right. I'll better leave the audio on so I know what's happening. Right. Okay, it looks like it's working now after all this frigging time. Right, so... Oh God. Hey, who said in the 1970s, Tomorrow's World, Tomorrow's World said that with the advent of the invention of computers, modern technology will be so efficient that it will take away a lot of the laborious tasks that we human beings have had to endure. It will basically make life so much more easier, so much simpler. We can sit and spend more time in relaxing and putting our feet up, because and let computers do all the work. Who said that? Was it Bill Gates? No, I don't think it was him, because, yeah, right. So, basically, computers, instead of becoming our slave, we've become the slaves to computers. So what I want to do is, this is what I'm trying to get. Let me just make sure I'm still working. Right, it looks like... Right, so there should be a bit of air gap between the top and the bottom. Right, so I'm going to check my spacing. So let me check. Oh, actually, if I put the vanes on the back, on the outside, I won't have any interference. So the interference should be. I'm going to colour code these so I know which is the side to put the ribs on. So I want the ribs on this side. Let me just edit that. Edit component. Let me get my paintbrush. Otherwise I'll get confused later on. I want the red. I'm going to put red on that side because that's the side I'm going to put the thingamajigs on. Right, and also I want it on that side. Just a minute, I need to select the select tool, edit component. Am I edited? Yeah. So I've been messing about for 45 minutes, or maybe 50 minutes now actually, and so another thing I need to do is I want to make these a little bit longer because I'm just looking at the clearance. Okay, I've got a bit of clearance between these pillars, but between there and that wheel is 1.9mm, but I want 5mm clearance really. So 1.9, hang on a minute, let me get my calculator out. Oh, right, 5mm minus 1.9, 3.1, so I want an extra 3.1mm on all of these. So I'm going to have a whole ton of fragmented videos I need to delete now. Sorry if you watched all the fragmented videos where I was trying to get this to work, but yeah, it's just annoying. So I want an extra 3.1 on that one. All of them actually. 3.1 3.1, and don't forget the other one. I've got the other one after this one. 3.1. Okay. Just a minute. I'm just letting my friend know that my original live stream, the one that was on the camera, should transition across now. So I've got that one done, and that's why I like the colour coding, because it helps me to see which side's which, and it helps prevent me from making mistakes. I want to. I'm going to have these legs sticking out the backs of these things now, so I'll have to fix that as well. I'll edit that one. Right. I want 3.1. Right, I've got all them extended. Now these, before I start to put the ribbed bars at the back, so on the red side, to give it a bit, oh damn it, I've got my 3D text on there, I'm going to have to move that now. I think, yeah, I will have to move that, or delete it or something. So these bars are too far in now, so these things, let me just close that other one out. Edit group. So that was to come out by 3.1. So I need to move that out. Oops. 3.1. I need to do all of these. Because they're going to be too close now. Oops, don't get out of alignment. Oops, my mouse is twitchy. Alright, so I've got all these out, so let me go to X-ray view. I should be right. Yeah, there's a bit of a gap in the hole at the bottom. Oh, what the hell happened there? Oh, I know what I did. Ooh, it's a good thing I checked this. I actually made this bar a bit thicker before, so my hole's too small. Ah, good thing I looked. Would have been a bad day if I'd printed them and realised they don't fit. So the bottom was okay. I've got clearance on the bottom one, but top one I need to make that hole bigger. Oops. Yeah, good thing I looked. So I need to, I can't remember how much extra I actually put on there. Let me measure it, give me a rough idea. About half a millimetre, so. Oh dear me, this is what happens when you change things a bit and forget I forgot to make the hole bigger. So I'll take the X-ray back off again. So this hole wants to go up by 0.6 actually, because I had a 0.1 millimetre clearance, so edit component. Oh my god, I've got them all to do, haven't I? So 0.6. So I've got all of these to adjust. Oh, I forgot there were what you call it, a component. So I adjusted one, and they all adjusted. That's a good thing. Good thing I did that, you know, because they're all linked. So when I altered that one, all of them altered. So that's a good thing. I don't have to do them all one by one. I should have 0.5. I should have 5mm spacing now between there and here. Oh damn it! I want the axis. Keep the axis. Oops. Hang on a minute. I'm not. That's 4.7, which is not exactly from the centre anyway. So if we go to the centre, I think that's the middle. Oh, hang on a minute. I want the middle somewhere there. Yeah, that's about right. I'm just not measuring from the right place. Right, so how much plastic is on the top of here anyway? I just realised. 2.3 millimeters. That's not a lot of plastic. These need to be a bit higher now. So I'll go to that one because that one's open already. So 2.3. Hang on a minute. 5 minus 2.3. I'm terrible with sums. 2.7. So if I bring this up by 2.7, 2.7, there should be 5 millimeters of plastic on the end of all these now. So that one, I'll measure this one. It should have 5 millimeters of. Yeah. So I've got a nice strong end. Okay, so that's been altered. Now the other problem, to put the strengthening bars on here, I'm going to have to get rid of my 3D text. So I'm going to go over to this one. I'll turn it upside down. My 3D text, I put it on thinking it was, oh look, well, I changed it to colour, the bit in the middle of the R has been left blue, but don't matter. So what I need to do is I need to get rid of the 3D text now. Oops, stop it, will you? Don't do that to me. Go on X-ray a minute. I don't want to be selecting anything down there, so I'm going to do it from the end. Hopefully. It's always a problem when you're selecting text and you're on an end. Well, I'll just check it first, hang on. I'll turn off the X-ray a minute. Oops. Some kids making a lot of noise outside. I wonder if it's snowing, that could be it. Let's have a peep. You only usually yell and scream when it's snowing. No, it's not snowing. There's somebody having a fit of excitement. Right, I selected all that text. Let me just make sure I haven't selected any. I better go to black and white mode. I can see better. Have I selected anything by accident? I want to go inside here. Should only have the 3D text selected. Looks like I have. Right, I'm going to cut that. Cut. Oops, what else did I delete? Something else disappeared. Uh-oh, I know what I've done. I've pulled a hole in. Oops. I think I've lost a wall. Oh no, yeah, I told you. Right, I'm just going to undo that a minute. Undo cut. I accidentally selected something down here. Let me just make sure that's... Oh, it's not selected now. Damn! I'm going to select it all again. Let's try this again. Right, what else got selected last time? Undo here. Ah, I see the problem. I need to unselect that. Control Shift. I've deselected that. I should be good to go now. Let's cut. Right, anything else got deleted by mistake? Doesn't look like it. Right, maybe I can stick the 3D text on the other side. I'm going to try that. Don't know why I'm bothering really. But years to come I might find it useful. Right, I'll paste it on the other side, which is okay. Let me just intersect faces with model. Oops. Oh, what have I done now? Undo. What did I just do then? I don't know what I just did then. Paste. I think that's okay. On the back now, so it won't get in the way. Plus it's a good thing to have the text on that side, because that's going to be facing up when I print it, so it will print the text better. Oh yeah, that's another problem. If I put the ribs on this side, they're going to be support material. Oops, yeah, I never thought of that. No worries, I can grind off the support material. I don't know if I need to put the ribs on the back of this though. I'm just trying to make it stronger so it doesn't flex as much, because all these are going to bend a bit when it's running. There's going to be some wobble on the whole lot, so I was just thinking about strengthening it. Maybe if I just have just that one with the, because this is the thinnest one, that one's thicker. Let's have a look. I'm on black and white, so I can't see which side I was doing. Colour. Yeah, that's the side I need the ribs on, the red side. I'm trying to save plastic by doing it this way. So right, I'll edit this first, I'll come to the other one in a minute, because I'm not sure which. So I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to do a cut directly across there to there. Ironically, there was lines across it before and I deleted them all. I'm doing the lines so I can get a square edge. I mean, I'm putting the lines there so I can get a good point to measure from. Oh, damn it, is that right? Yeah. So what I want to do is the amount of the depth of hole on them box things, stands. How deep are they? How deep are they? Just a minute. Forgotten now how deep I went. So if I measure from there to 4.1 millimeters. I actually got a bit of space in the bottom of my boxes for some reason. I thought I'd bottomed them out, but maybe not. Oh, that's okay. That's alright, because when it sort of fits on there properly, that 5mm gap will be a bit less anyway. Right, let's see. So between there and there, 4.1. Actually, I need to measure from there to the bottom of the hole. Can't see it very well. So that's 6mm. So I want a line 6mm. 6mm. This is going to get. Actually, I'll just do one because I know I'm going to rotate it around the axis when I do this, so it's going to just do one of them. Across there, that is 7.9. Right, 7.9 millimeters width, and I want a line. I want to put a strengthening rib on there of about 2.5 millimeters. So 7.9 divided by 2 is 3.95. So if I take 1.5 off that minus 1.5, that's 2.45. So if I get a line from this side, 2.45, and I get a line from this side, 2.45. That gives me the position where I'll put my lines. So I'll get my drawing tool now, go up to there. Oh, I can use my box tool actually. I won't use the line, I use the square. And I'll just do a box all over these lines. Right up to that other line there. Now I'm going to go back to black and white. Now just lift that up by about I'm going to go up to the same height as that. I'm on the face of this hub. I want to make it nice looking though. Instead of it's kind of ugly because it's square. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to round that off with my arc tool. I'll show you how to do that. Get my arcing tool. I'm going to go right in the middle of this box on the end, and I'm going to pull this up to get a nice arc. I'm not worried about the total height, so I've got that arc there now, look. So now all I have to do now is push that all back to the end, and I've got a nice kind of rebar, somewhere, I don't know what you call it, what's it, beading appearance. So that'll give that thing a lot better strength. And another thing I can do to improve the appearance on that is to copy that end there. Copy that end there, that line there, and get my move tool, press my plus sign and copy that. Copy it along like this to about, say, there, I'm just guessing roughly. So I've got another thing there. Now I'll get this one on the end. That one. Now I'm going to get my move tool and I'm going to move that down. So I've got a slope all the way down to there. So I've got a nice sloping approach on it, and I can do the same on this end. Just select that, select the top, select the end, go back to my move tool, press my plus to copy it and move it back. It doesn't matter how far, just roughly. It depends on the slope I want, down to about there. Select the end, the top, move that down, select that end there and go all the way down as far as I want. Oops, keep on the line, otherwise it'll go crazy. There we go, I've got a nice tapered thingamajig. Now all I have to do is go to my edit, delete all guides, because I don't want the guides anymore, fill my hole in a minute temporarily, because I want to use the central axis. I want to select, I want to get rid of these lines down here where I started these, get rid of that, get rid of that. I can actually delete all these other ones, I didn't need them anyway. Now all I have to do is select all of that by using my square selection all the way around. I've got all of it, make sure I haven't got anything on the other side. And I've forgotten the percentage actually, how much I'll find out in a minute. Go to my rotate tool, find the middle of this thing. If the damn thing will work, because it's a bit temperamental. It won't let me have the middle for some reason. Come on, you twat. I want the middle. Where's my centre? Alright, I'm going to try the back side. It won't matter. I'll just delete that a minute. It won't let me have the middle. I'm going to go underneath. Sometimes these things are just weird. Don't matter which side I do it on. Just want the centre. Centre, come on. Let it do it. A minute. That won't do it. Come on, stupid thing. I'll try getting the centre from this thing. Hang on, the outside. Point there, point there, point there, point there. Ah, I've got a centre now. Right. Trouble is, I need to select that again because I've unselected it now. Right, so I've got to go back. Right, I've got all of that selected. Hopefully I can get the centre from the middle of here. Yay, I've got a centre now. Right, so I've got selected my centre. Go to the end, to that where it says midpoint. Press my copy, which is control, and move it around. Oops, hang on a minute. I think it's, what is it, 60 degrees, that's right. Press copy again. Oops, forgot to do something, hang on a minute. Back to my centre. Copy. Copy. There we go. Done all of them now. Saved me a lot of work. So I've got them things on there which will make it a lot stiffer. Let's just check everything's. I just need to punch that hole in it again. Oops, hang on. Oh, a minute. Where is that thing? I've got my hole back. There we go. So that's how I strengthen and stiffen up these things with these little, yeah. So let's look at the actual model. And it should be on here now. Yeah, it's at the bottom there, look. And how much clearance have we got? That's good because it's the same height as the, oops, as that hub, so it's not going to interfere with anything. And I could do the back of that as well, but I don't know if I need to do, it's going to be awkward to print it with that hub sticking up so high, by putting them things on the back. What I can do though, it's a cheating method. What I've done before is I can print them things separately and just glue them on afterwards, which is probably what I'll do. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to select that again. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy them separately so I can print them and glue them on maybe with acetone later on. So if I want to deselect that, select all of that, copy it. Now what I'm going to do is for this other one, instead of putting them little things directly on this thing now, I'm going to print them separately and stick them on later, because then I won't have to print support material and it'll come out better. So what I'll do is edit the component. Actually, I don't need to do that. I'm just going to paste that thing here next to it. Just going to rotate move it across a bit, select all, make a new group. Now I'm going to edit group, and it'll be hollow underneath, so I have to fill that hollow bit in, otherwise it won't print. So I just need to put a line from there to there, fill it in. So I have to print 4 of those and stick them on later on for that other one. So those things can be stuck directly onto the other one, so I'm just going to export that as a separate thingamajig. Come on. I'm going to call it strut. I think I'll call it strut because it's a strengthening thingamajig, and I need 4 of those, so I'm going to call it 4. Oh, my other phone's alarm's gone off. What the hell? Just a minute. Flipping heck. I thought I turned the damn thing off. Well, it's amazing these flipping alarms even work when your phone's turned off, don't they? Oh, right, so I've called it 4 times strut because I need 4, I think I need 4 of them. I'll rename it if I'm wrong. So when I print it, I know to copy it 4 times. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So for that other one, this one, I'm going to print 4 of these. And when this thing here is printed, I can just glue them on the back there, which will save me a lot of messing about, and it'll look better as well. So it'll just stiffen it up. So right, I need to export that. Moving that 3D text was pointless actually, but yeah, it'll help. I'll just export that again, because I changed the length of it. So that'll be the top. Top rack. That's the top rack. That one is the bottom rack, we call it. Bottom rack. And I'm going to check what these come out like, just to make sure there's no errors with using my the other software, using NetFab Studio to check it, and it's got no errors, so that looks good. And check the top rack as well. That's okay as well. It's a lot quicker just to close that program out and open it again, because every time you close something that's in it, it says, "Are you sure?" Of course I'm freaking sure. Right, what was it? Bottom rack. Just click on it and open it with that. Yeah, that looks good. So this software, if you go to the project and you go new project, it comes up with this box, discard changes. So there's more. Yeah, click yes, and then I've got to navigate to where that part is, and I want to open it. So I just click on the recent files in my Explorer documents and just click on there, and it just opens it straight up, so I don't have to fight that with all them boxes coming up in my face. So yeah, that's what we've got so far. I've got to get these. Oops, wrong one. I want to go back to colour. Interesting, it took the red colour on from that top colour. Yeah. Somebody messaged me, I don't know who. Oh, it's probably spam again on YouTube. Yeah, more spam. Every time I upload or live stream, I get this flipping annoying comments. It says 0:12vom.gen.in. It's somebody spamming me with my commercials. It's just going to get booted. And why the hell does it come up as highlighted comment? You cheeky git. I'm just going to report them, because I don't want unwanted commercial spam. Goodbye. It's really annoying. Every time I go live, I get these flipping advertisements popping up in my comment section. So if you see them, don't click on them, because they're just Trojans or something. I'm just going to go to my YouTube studio, because I think I've got a lot of fragmented live streams which want deleting. Things which I came up by mistake when I was trying to resume this live stream, which was really annoying. So I might as well take care of that now. I'm waiting for my phone to respond. It's very slow right now. It's probably because I'm live. I better save it. Okay, videos, live, Jesus. Anything that's below 2 minutes, or about 2 minutes, I'm just going to delete. What the heck? I can't see which is which. Oh yeah, I can see. Well, it's not showing me which one's live right now, so what the heck? Why is that? Am I still live? Flipping advertisements. This is the junk I was telling you about. It just came up on my screen. Of course, the one I'm live right now won't be showing up because it's still live. So let's see. So I'm just going to go to the manage thing on the virtual machine and delete the obsolete stuff. Okay, well I've basically finished now anyway, so more model tweaking. I want to keep that one obviously because that's an hour and 37, so yeah, so we're basically done. I showed you the tweaks I'm making on it before I print these. Oh, I need to export these because these have been adjusted. Export that one because that's a clone of all the others. Export, and that's called rack leg. I've got to slice all these again in this a slicer software. So what I was saying earlier when I first went live on the phone is this top section. Hang on, let's just do that. What I did was I glued the ball, which is the steel ball, I glued it onto this top section here, and once it had been glued I put the spacer, which is that end, in the bottom of the hole in my thingy down here. But after I put it at the bottom, I put a load of plastic on the end of this ball at this end. I used some acetone ABS plastic gooey stuff. I put it all around the ball, then I put the ball and that top adjustment down here, I slid it all into the hole, and so that this end spacer down here will glue and bind onto the ball, so that when I turn this bottom thing here, the whole thing will turn, so that this will turn as well, because it will be stuck to the bottom of the ball. And because of that being eccentric at the bottom, because that's off centre, as this rotates, the ball will also be eccentric relative to this end one, because it's stuck in an eccentric position already on the plastic. So the whole assembly, all of it, will basically rotate. So I'm not worried about getting this dead center. Basically the whole lot, when I turn it, all of it will turn, right? So it stays perfectly in alignment, so instead of getting wobble, whereas the ball might start to tilt to one side as it's rotating. It can't do that because this top section is holding it, so it's all going to rotate on an axis, a central axis, so it won't get out of alignment. So if the whole wheel is spinning, this ball isn't going to flop over to one side, for example. It won't do that because that plastic at the top is holding it straight, if you know what I mean. So we're pivoting on basically these top and the bottom and the top plastic. So yeah, I wanted to explain that. So it gives us a pivot point, and yeah. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to save that and just make sure I've saved it again, and I'm going to end the stream now because I've done the updates and I now need to get them other parts printed. Hopefully I can start to assemble stuff by the weekend, but I have to do a pulley yet. But the reason I haven't done a pulley yet is because I might already have a pulley that I can stick on the drive shaft. So because I printed quite a few pulleys, you know, so I'm probably going to be alright. I might actually have a pulley that I can just stick on there without having to model one on here, so we'll see. If I can't find a pulley, I can't pinch a pulley off something I've already done, then I'll just model one. It doesn't take long. But anyway, I've got some pulleys in the SketchUp models. I can probably go and find one out of there. I've got quite a few of them lying around. I was planning on using a flat belt pulley actually, but I don't know yet. I might not use the flat belt pulley. I might end up using a square one. We'll see. Okie dokie. Alright, I think that's it. I think it's still working. Right. I'll just click on end stream.